What's up, Creamers? It's me, Hot Joe, and think I'm soft because I treat them with respect, but I won't hesitate to a bitch with my tech. And I'm joined with my co-host, Sammy Daddy.
I feel like I'm Gucci Mane in 2006.
And we're going to talk the turkey, like Ted Turner, about some professional wrestling.
Within 30 minutes, the majority of the people in the world are dead.
We're going to continue the Raw Celebrity GM Deathmatch Tournament. What's the John Cena quote of the week? Our match count for 2025, the year of our lives. And we're going to leave a little room for cream. All that on this episode of Wrestling. Welcome back, Creamers.
Creamers.
So, watch any wrestling in the last week?
Not really. Very minimal. I'm still on my old TNA pay-per-view kick.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. A little bit of SmackDown. Well, no. The beginning. But I canceled YouTube TV.
Oh, wow.
So when I went back to watch it, the subscription ended.
Oh, that sucks.
I call it prescription.
That's okay. I didn't even notice.
And then on Monday Night Raw, all I watched was John Cena and Cody Rhodes yell at each other again, which was awesome.
No, I think that was the best
Did you
one.
watch this one?
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
Yeah, that was the best one. I mean, they were much more personal. I mean, you know what I mean, against each other, especially.
It was good.
Like if his you're going to talk about how I went to a company that booed me or whatever, and then all that stuff I thought was great.
No,
and then John Cena's whole thing, it was great. It was the best one.
It was awesome. It made me. I don't know what's going to happen, and I'm intrigued by where the story will go.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons, but that got me more excited for like that specific WrestleMania match.
Hell yeah, man.
Or their match at WrestleMania, whatever. But yeah, so that was really cool. And besides that, keep up with this or that. I don't know what's going on in AEW, actually. I've been out for a week or two on that. I don't even know what they're doing. It's getting
a lot of guys are just talking about how they're going to go into the Owen Hart Cup and win it and then go to All In.
Good for them.
Jay White saying this. Hangman.
I could see either of them.
Will Ospreay.
All good choices.
Yeah, I think Ospreay probably. But I don't know because I think Swerve will be the champion, so it could even be fucking Hangman because Hangman said that he still is never going to let Swerve win the world title again, even though he's not a heel anymore. He still hates him.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, which I think is great.
Is Jeff Jarrett still retiring?
I guess.
Okay.
I haven't seen him since he lost to MJF or whatever.
Maybe retired.
Well, he said it was his whole year.
That's what I thought so too, but whatever.
That's all right.
Miss you, Jeff.
Yeah, we will. You will not be forgotten, Jeff Jarrett.
MISSYOW.
You tell him, man.
Yeah, miss you. That's it.
Hell yeah.
What'd you watch this week?
Just Dynamite and College.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's what I sounded like in my head. Yeah, it's just one of those, I don't know.
Just one of those weeks.
We just had one of those
I know.
weeks,
when
man.
I first started doing the count last time,
Yeah.
there was like a month where I didn't really watch much wrestling at all. Or like I only watched Dynamite. So
Just
like
a little bit, yeah.
I got 5 more matches. It was like, it's not that different. Especially because I watched every Wrestle Kingdom in the first like week of January. So I got a really big head start and then the momentum dropped.
And it's okay.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch all the
I
wrestling.
can't
all
only
the
watch
time.
wrestling, goddammit.
I'm telling you guys that too.
I mean,
No.
sometimes I feel like I watch too much as it is, and I'm like, okay, I'm getting that.
Did you watch other stuff?
Besides wrestling?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
I watched a movie
always good.
called The Coffee Table. It's a horror movie from Spain.
Oh. What's it in Spanish?
Yes.
That's cool. That makes sense if you think about it.
Have you heard of this movie?
Nope. Coffee table?
Yeah.
I don't believe so.
It's like they buy this couple buys a coffee table. They
Okay.
just had a baby. The husband doesn't seem like he's really interested in being a dad. He's kind of like talking shit about the son the whole time. Even though he's a little baby. Then the wife is like mad. They bring his coffee table home. It's like glass on top of these like pillars.
Yeah.
She gets like annoyed. His brother and his brother's girlfriend are going to come over for dinner soon. So she's got to go get some dinner, like something to make. And she's just like, fuck you, I'm going to go to the store. She goes to the store. He drops the baby into the coffee table, decapitates the baby.
What?
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
Then he freaks out and he's like scared because he thinks his wife is going to think he did this on purpose.
Yeah.
So he he cleans up, and it also cut his hand, so he just says it's his blood all over the place. Mm-hmm. He fucking takes the baby, brings it upstairs to its room, and then puts it down in his like crib. Mm-hmm. But he leaves the head under like this chair because he doesn't really want to touch it. So then everybody comes over, and he's just like out of it because he's like thinking about how his fucking baby's dead, and no one knows about it. Everybody's like, "Can I go see the baby?" And he's like, "No, fucking stay down here." And they're like, "What?
I just want to see your baby."
Yeah, and then like this neighbor girl, she's like a child, and like at the beginning, she's like, "Are you ever gonna tell your wife about us?" And he was like, "What are you talking about?" She was like, "We're in love," and he's like, "Okay, you're fucking nuts." And then she like comes over and she's like, "Me and your husband kissed."
Oh no!
But she brought her puppy. And then her puppy goes under the table or under the chair and starts licking this like dead baby head and gets blood all over it. And everybody's like, "What's that?" And then everybody finds out. And then the wife kills herself, and then the husband kills himself, and that's the end of the movie.
Oh, spoiler alert.
Now here's the weird part. Oh yeah, spoiler alert. Sorry. But the weird part is the way they end it is like the coffee table is sitting in the tree lawn, and this other couple holding a baby is looking at it, and you're like, is the coffee table cursed?
Did they fix the coffee table?
It's just the pillars.
It didn't break?
No, the table definitely broke.
So who fixed it? Oh, it's just the pillars.
Yeah, the pillars. Yeah. So it was a fucking weird movie. I don't see how it was a horror movie.
Guevara, Jungle Boy.
The pillars. I see what you're doing. Okay. Yeah, they were there. I played the Alien game from PS4. Have you ever played that?
Alien? The movies?
Mm-hmm.
No.
It's called Alien Isolation. Pretty scary.
Oh, it's supposed to be. I've seen it.
Yeah,
I've never played it.
If you have like your headset on with the mic, and you like
hear you,
and then it will like come at you and shit. Sometimes there's like videos online of people who are playing and they fart, and then the fucking alien.
I've seen that.
Yeah,
is that what that is?
Yeah,
that's that game.
Yeah.
Oh, I've definitely seen that.
It's fun. It's scary as hell. It's a really hard game. I'm not a good enough gamer to be like good at this game. It's like taking me forever.
I used to, I'd play on hard the first time. Wow, hello.
Really? Dang.
You're telling me,
dang,
just
girl.
because I loved video games.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go video games.
No, I was like, I put it on media mode.
No, I just go easy.
I was like, I don't have to. I was like, I don't need to be. I want it to be like scary. I thought, but like now I realize that the difference is that you just lose less life in easy mode
when you get hit. Or whatever.
And so then I'm like, shit, I should have just played in easy mode.
I'm not trying to impress anybody anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't want it to be super like too easy.
I don't care. If it was good enough, I'll play it again.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, Mario's pretty damn easy. I play that all the time.
It can be.
Yeah. Unless you play like those fucking
real difficult.
Yeah.
Mario Wonder.
That's a great game.
I like that one a lot. That's hard though. Some of those levels I can't beat.
That's true. Some of those levels are
at the special area.
Have you ever played Mario Maker?
No. Where you make the levels? Mario?
Yeah.
No.
Everybody so like there's some like levels that are made by like indie game designers. And like they're like crazy. They're kind of like, oh, this one's made by the guy who made Celeste. And then you play that one and it's like, oh, this is really hard, like Celeste. Yeah. But it's fun. You can borrow it.
That. No. No, I'd love to. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
I want to play Mario Soccer.
I didn't even know there was that.
I didn't even like soccer.
But it's just like a fun.
Strike Force. Maybe?
Oh, that's right. No,
yeah. That's a wrestling team.
There's also tennis.
There's tennis, golf, soccer.
Right on, man.
I've played the old ones. Never soccer. I have Mario Golf for Nintendo 64. I like that one. That
was cool. I think my wife has it.
And tennis. I think I have tennis too.
Oh shit! I think my wife has that too. I don't know. She has a whole bunch. Yeah, she's got a lot.
That's the best.
You know what? Fucking sport is really fun. No. Death matches.
Really?
Especially when they're between Raw celebrity GMs.
Well, it's funny you bring that up.
Yeah, man.
Because I happen to have a list here.
What?
A bracket.
You don't say.
Of second round matchups.
That's what I like to hear, man.
You want to get into this?
You bet your butt I do. All right, Sammy Daddy. Get us prepped.
So, the quick reminder, this is all the, besides who we eliminated, all the Raw celebrity guest hosts and guest stars are fighting in a death match to find out who the best one is.
Yeah.
We finished the first round last week, which was quite a task. There was 97 entrants. think. Something like that.
98.
Go check it out. It's in last week's video.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
I'll put the
2025.
link to the brackets in this one, too.
Yeah, you can. It's 2025. You know how YouTube works. Go back and watch the last video.
Yeah. It's 2025, the year of our lives.
So, boy, is it. You're telling me.
Yeah, man.
So, we're in the second round. This will be introducing... There should, besides one matchup, this will have a new competitor that you're not aware of that's in this tournament.
Shit.
So, you ready?
You bet.
We're going to take a little trip to the Charles Van Valley portion of the bracket, whatever you're supposed to call it. So,
I call it a bracket.
this matchup features Pitbull and Maya. Remember they advanced
I do remember
last
them
week.
from round one.
They are facing Josh Duhamel. No? Nothing?
No.
He was an army guy in Transformer movies.
Oh, okay. I know
He
that
was
guy.
in the show Las Vegas. I believe he was married to Fergie.
I know that Wake. Yeah, a lot of them look alike to me, but this one I do remember.
Yeah, he's all right. He's a good part of Transformers, I guess.
Yeah.
I never watched Las Vegas.
He definitely looks like a guy who would be an army character in a movie.
And he was.
Yeah, they casted that guy right.
And he was married to Fergie. That's all I got.
All right. Well, if he's married to Fergie, okay, so it's
Nope, they're divorced. But
okay.
he was.
Okay, so it's Pitbull versus a guy who.
Pitbull and Maya versus this guy. So don't forget the Maya.
You're
factor.
right. You're right. Now I don't know. Was this guy really in the military, or is he just plays?
I think he's a pretty boy.
I'm not. I'm no army man, but I do play one on TV.
Do you?
Yes.
Oh, all right then. Nice. Well, thank you for your pretend service.
Yeah, man. No problem. Anytime.
So I feel like the way you're leaning right now is,
Oh, you gotta take your medicine.
oh, time to take my pills. Pitbull and Maya is what I feel like you're leaning towards.
I am kind of leaning towards Pitbull and Maya.
I think if it was Pitbull versus Josh Duhamel, we could probably argue a little bit. But the Maya factor,
or if it
pushes
was
over the
Maya
edge.
versus him. But when you have both of them,
Yeah.
I don't think he could take them down.
Me neither.
And he's not his character from Transformers.
No, it's just him being
Right.
He's just a guy being a dude.
Because then that would be different. He's fought alien robots and shit.
Yeah, but not here.
No.
And he's gone. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Just like Fergie, we're throwing you to the curb. Yeah, I like Fergie. You like Fergie?
Yeah, I could take her or leave her.
Oh, I like her.
I have no problem with her.
You ready for this next
I'm
one?
indifferent. Yeah, I'm ready for the next.
No, you're missing out then. The Duchess? Go listen to the Duchess album. You'll love it.
For you, anything.
Maybe that's my room for cream. It's
Okay.
not.
No.
So this is the only
on to
matchup
the next one.
that is both competitors, or whatever you want to call it, both teams we did have in last week.
Sweet.
So you're familiar with both. This is a 3-on-2 handicap match. Pretty exciting.
Oh, wow, yeah.
The 2 are Edge and Christian. The 3 are Justin Long, Charlie Day, and Jason Sudeikis. They were promoting something I don't remember. Some movie that even you and me don't remember. So that tells you a lot. Going the way.
Going all the way, I say.
Final day.
Final of the day.
Going all the way, final
Well, it
day.
is their final day because Edge and Christian are going to take them down.
Definitely. They had the edge with the numbers
Yeah.
in that first round.
Yeah, but that's not going to help them here.
Because I believe
They weren't
took
facing
out,
WWF superstars.
They took out Rob Zombie, I believe. Who we're both a favorite of.
Mm-hmm.
Or, nope, yeah, we're a favorite of his.
Mm-hmm.
So we're biased towards him.
Yeah, we're a favorite of his.
You're with
he's
me.
a big cream. All right. So
this next one's
Edge and
kind of
Christian.
boring, so let's just hurry up.
Okay, let's get
Ariel Winter. You know who that is? Or Ariel. She is on Modern Family. She's one of the the show Modern Family. She's the brunette daughter.
I think I know who that is.
So like the sassy one.
Okay, the sassy brunette daughter.
I've never
from
really watched
Modern
it.
Family. I think I've seen it.
I know Al Bundy.
He's on. Oh, okay, yeah. And there's like that
And
guy.
the Sophia is his wife, and then the 2 gay guys, and then the main characters.
The gay guys are the ones who I think of the most. And there's that black-haired guy.
Is that the dad?
I think. Yeah, that's the dad. He's
his daughter. He
plays a
Ariel
Nazi
Winter.
in something I watched.
Does he?
Yeah.
Modern Family, I think.
Yeah.
So it's Ariel Winter, one of the daughters on Modern Family, versus Perez Hilton.
Okay.
I don't think Perez Hilton can fight.
I don't either, but can she, or is it because she's sassy? But that's her character.
Yeah, but
I feel like Perez Hilton.
You think so?
Well, yeah, but I don't want you to just.
I don't.
Bow down to Perez.
I'm kind of indifferent to this one.
Whoa, dude, that's crazy. You're missing out, man.
Like
Perez is great. You should read his blog about blah blah and blue. You know what I mean?
He can advance, so he can lose.
Okay, I'm gonna put.
Does that make sense?
I'm gonna put. If you didn't agree with me on it, I was gonna use my fucking push
on Perez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess we didn't bring that up. We both still have our hard push.
Yeah.
Which means we're allowed to just automatically push somebody through.
And the hard push concept is coffee related because
when you
poop when you take a big morning poop.
Sometimes you poop, and it's wrestling related because of a push. So we're covering all our bases here, people.
Yeah,
we're trying.
You guys are welcome.
We
love you, Creamers.
Like. If you think hard push is funny, leave a like.
Yeah, and if you don't, then comment that you don't.
Fuck yourself.
And do that.
Sorry.
And what is it that you said?
I said go yourself.
Right on.
Yeah, sorry. Had to be said.
Yeah, someone had to say it.
Now this one I like as much as I didn't care about the last one.
Okay.
Johnny Knoxville versus David Hasselhoff.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So David Hasselhoff is the new one, right?
That's tough, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Dang,
David
man.
Hasselhoff. The Hoffer had a bye for the first round.
Okay, so the thing is I feel like David Hasselhoff, against like a normal guy, seems like he'd win. But we're not talking about a normal guy. We're talking about a guy who could take a beating.
Superhuman.
Yeah, and he's wrestled.
And
David
has
Hasselhoff
the
hasn't
experience.
competed.
No.
This is tough, man. I don't know. What do you think?
Knoxville, because of the
Okay.
endurance factor, I believe you mentioned last week.
Yeah.
And his familiarity with a wrestling ring. He's been in a Royal Rumble.
Right.
He has a win at
Right,
WrestleMania.
right.
He knows how to. If you're going to be dumb, you got to be tough.
Right.
Real wrestling match. Daniel Bryanson against Trish Stratus.
Okay.
So
this one's easy.
Yep.
Give it to the Hooters.
Yeah, you think so?
No way. Daniel Bryan.
Okay.
Daniel
I was
Bryan.
going to say.
Yeah.
I know she can. Trish is great.
Yeah, she's one of the greatest. But Bryan Danielson is the greatest.
Is he?
I mean, I think like as far as like if believable guys and the way they wrestle.
Get it.
Yeah.
And if it really is a death match like what we're doing, he's gonna. I don't think he's gonna want to, but he can.
She's gonna get
She's
gonna get her head kicked in.
Yeah, he used to say that all the time. Remember? He was so angry.
He was really trying to get people to chant that instead of yes at first when he came to AEW.
Yeah, he tried, but
But most of those people were like, I don't know you from
the
that.
yes thing's pretty.
Yeah.
It was cool.
You're gonna get your fucking head kicked in. Is there a clap in here? No.
It's a hard chant.
Clap, clap,
it's
clap,
a hard
clap,
chant.
clap, 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 clap.
That's way too much.
Yeah.
That's way too much.
Have you seen Max Caster's thing that he does?
No.
So you know how he's
Or
like,
maybe.
you know how he's doing this like
He's
open
the best
challenge where
wrestler
he
in the
loses
world.
every
Yeah.
time. He tries to get the crowd to chant. Like he's like, "Come on, guys, chant!" And he does it every week. I think it's like, Max Caster is the best wrestler alive. Max Caster is the best wrestler
That's
alive.
perfect.
And then the crowd tries to do it, and then he yells at them for not being on beat.
That's perfect. It's an impossible task, and he's gonna make fun of you, and I love it.
Right on.
You're right. I'm sorry, I just had to laugh because I know what I'm about to tell you.
I think me and the Creamers forgive you.
Sorry, Creamers. Hulk Hogan versus Sean Diddy Combs.
Oh my God.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Joe.
This is oh man. I hate this one.
I know you do. And I've been waiting. That was probably the one I was most excited to see who you pick.
I gotta pick Hulk Hogan, unfortunately.
I think the answer's Hulk Hogan, and without jumping too far ahead.
Now, to steal the joke of Charles Van, because this is the Charles Van Valley, right?
This is the Charles Van Valley region.
Does Diddy have access to his oils?
Yeah, of course, always.
Diddy. I didn't mean to hit that.
It's weirder when you hit it. There we go.
Okay. No, I think Hulk Hogan probably would.
I think Hulk Hogan's fair.
And plus, because of his racism, he's gonna really try hard. Yeah.
Yeah. You ready for this handicap match?
Yeah.
John Heater.
Okay.
And Don Johnson.
Yes, I remember them from last week.
Yep. Are fighting Wiz Khalifa.
He's new in this.
He had a bye in the first
I thought you said
round.
there was only one new person in this.
No, there's only one matchup that doesn't have a new person.
Oh,
every other matchup does have new people.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm on the edge of my seat.
You should be. Scoot back. You're going to fall. Just making
rude and unprofessional. Rude and unprofessional.
All right.
Is that Sammy, Daddy? Is that Sammy, Daddy?
Rude and unprofessional. I'm going to change my Instagram bio.
In my book, he's nothing but a loser.
What are we talking about?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, we're on John Heater and Don Johnson versus Wiz Khalifa.
I know, but I can't forget about that. Yeah.
You've picked Hulk Hogan twice to advance?
I mean, he's my favorite. Just for the record, he's not my favorite Creamers. I hate the guy. And I wish he was dead.
Soon, probably. I have to imagine.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to off himself one of these days. His whole family hates him.
Linda and Brooke are fighting. It's terrible. It's terrible. Nick killed a guy. Nick killed a guy.
Yeah. I don't think the guy's dead. Did we talk about this before?
Nick almost killed a guy. I know, but it was like an Anchorman.
Yeah.
I was going more for the quote than the truth.
Yeah. Sammy Daddy, where did you get a grenade? Or a trident?
I don't know. I thought it was a grenade.
Oh, I think he says, I killed somebody with a trident. That's right. Okay.
Because he throws one.
Yeah.
Steve Carell, not in the Raw deathmatch.
Sadly, he would take the whole thing, I think.
Probably.
If he was
as Brick.
Especially if he was Brick.
Brick Tamlin?
Yeah. The one and only. But anyways, it's John Heater and Don Johnson.
Yes, sir.
From Django Unchained versus whom?
Wiz Khalifa.
In a handicap match.
Okay. You like Wiz?
I could take him or leave him.
No, that's fine.
I do think he would probably win.
You think Wiz?
Mm-hmm.
Don Johnson, I feel like he would Wiz Khalifa's going to be able to beat up John Heater.
Yeah.
And he'd be able to use his speed and agility against Don Johnson to wear him down.
Okay.
He could take advantage of him.
And then murder him in cold blood.
With a weapon, yeah, probably. All right.
Wiz Khalifa.
I'm fine with this. Sorry.
I roll up. That's
Don
a song
and
by
John.
He sings
Wiz?
Yeah, he sings
So what, we get drunk.
Oh yeah.
So
Wild and free.
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum,
With Snoop Dogg.
Yeah.
Who is not young.
No, and he's not in is he in this tournament? Yeah, he's probably been junior. Did we do him?
He's in it twice actually, because he did it once with the sports guy. I think they got eliminated. Oh no. Maybe we did both of his, but he's still in it with Bill Simmons.
Okay.
He'll be later in it. And then I think
right on, dog.
Whoever he fought in the first round, he got eliminated. Go back and listen to last week's if you want to find out who. I got another quick one for you, though.
Okay.
So this guy was eliminated last week with his partner, Danny Masterson. But it's a returning Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, okay.
On his solo.
Right.
No
Solo Cooch.
Rapist on his team this time. He will be in a death match against Batista.
Okay.
So that's going to be pretty quick.
Yeah, that's obviously Dave Batista.
And yeah, we're big fans of his anyway.
Yeah.
But just come on. Is that enough?
Yeah, I'm a Cooch boy. You know what I mean? Always have been. But I'm a Batista boy too.
I think that you're a beautiful boy.
You think I'm a what?
A beautiful boy.
Beautiful boy.
Well, that's it for the Charles Van Valley.
Fuck.
Told you it's going to go a lot faster now. Now we're back in the dome. The Gregory Iron Dome.
Ooh.
Yeah, pretty exciting, right?
And by the way, Creamers.
Creamer.
Gregory Iron, he's a great friend of the show.
He is.
He's injured, okay? Not just the arm that's always been injured, but also the other arm too. And he needs your help. If you could go to www.gofundme.com/, you know what? I'm just going to put the link in the description.
Just put it's easy.
I'm just going to put the link in the description.
But anything.
But he could use your help.
Anything helps.
Yeah.
You can even just share it.
He's not able to work right now because of this injury. He has no income, and the best thing you could do is to go to his GoFundMe, donate even just a dollar. In fact, that's what you should donate. Just $1.
That's fine.
If 1 million people, the amount that listens to the show weekly, donate $1, bada bing, bada boom, he could buy a new arm.
I think that's what the goal is, right?
I think so.
He has to wipe his butt with a stick.
Yeah, which he was doing before the injury too.
Oddly enough, yeah. But it's more inconvenient now.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you can, please. If you can't, share.
Yeah.
But back to his dome. Sergeant Slaughter.
Okay.
Will be fighting Rob. Is it Cordry?
Oh yeah, the guy
Rob
with
Cordry.
yeah.
Yep. Clark Duke and Craig Robinson, who I believe were promoting Hot Tub Time Machine.
Okay, so Clark Duke is that like
Clark
glasses
Duke's
kid.
the little nerdy kid, and
he's in
Craig
like The
Robinson.
Office and Kick Ass.
Probably.
Yeah, I know Craig Robinson. I know him well.
I like Craig Robinson.
It's them versus whom?
Sergeant Slaughter.
I know what? I think they're taking Sergeant Slaughter down.
I do too. I don't have a lot. I think Clark Duke would weigh him down a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But Rob Cordry could probably get by. He'll at least help. And I think Craig Robinson is just like a big dude, right?
Right. Well, I think he's trimmed down now because he's a vegan.
But I think he's like his build. He has a large build.
Yeah, he's a bigger guy. He could definitely take on. And Sergeant Slaughter, let's be real, creamers. Sergeant Slaughter has never been good.
I mean, I like him.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
You're lying, man.
Sergeant Slaughter, you maggots. I like when he would say that. Maggots. Remember?
Yeah, man.
I have a clip on my phone of him saying Happy Mother's Day.
Really?
You want to hear it?
Okay.
Well, I looked this up though.
Why?
I'm going to give you because before we started doing this show, I thought I'm going to put weird wrestling stuff on the internet.
Oh, right. All right.
So then I found I think I watched a random WWF Superstars, and it must have been for Mother's Day.
All right.
So I have a clip of the Legion of Doom, and I have a clip of Sergeant Slaughter wishing all the mothers a happy Mother's Day.
All right, let's hear it. Does he say you maggots, or does he say you mothers?
You maggots. No, that's you'll hear it, but he doesn't. I don't think he says either. But here, I'm going to give you something to ponder while I look this up, because this next matchup, I don't know what to pick.
Okay. What's the next one?
And I'm going to say the first one, and you're going to say, I know what to pick. And I'm going to say the second one, and then you're going to say, I don't know.
Could be like, boing.
The Muppets.
Okay. The
big favorite.
They're the favorites. So
Probably, if we were seeding them, they would be number one seed.
Yeah.
They will be fighting Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That is a tough one. Yeah.
Take that for what it's worth.
Okay.
Because I feel like Stone Cold would be a favorite.
Another thing about Stone Cold that I feel like factors into this particular match,
right,
is a lot of the times when you think of him, you're thinking of moments more than you're thinking of matches, right? Yeah. Would you agree with that? And when
I definitely think that's fair.
And what is he more like when you think of him? He's doing a run-in most of the time, you know,
or driving a vehicle that should not be driven inside.
Yeah, but also,
I guess all the vehicles he drives are driven inside, but not in the circumstances in which he drives them.
No, he doesn't.
Zamboni, that's an inside thing. Monster truck, that's an inside thing.
Yeah.
Did he do a monster truck? Beer truck.
Probably.
Beer truck is
definitely
outside thing.
No, but the thing is he did a lot of run-ins where like, you know, Mick Foley or something, just for example, in the ring by himself, and the fucking corporation's out there beating him down, and then Stone Cold comes out, and what does he do? He takes everybody out.
He really does.
He can take out a group of people, is my point.
Or like when, was it the beginning of the Invasion? Before he went on the WCW side? That wasn't that Raw where they kept trying to convince him to come back?
Yeah.
It's like the biggest pop that ever happened in wrestling.
Yeah.
And he came back and he took out every single person from WC. Oh my goodness.
See? And so like even though I
don't want the Muppets to
if
go.
it was the Muppets versus anybody else, I would say that it's obviously the Muppets, but I'm not sure. And that's why I'm going to hard push the Muppets to beat Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I was thinking about using it.
Well, then I take it back.
No, too late. Wow, Stone Cold Steve Austin eliminated.
Sorry, Austin. Even though he definitely probably could beat them.
It was you,
He's
Austin.
It was me all along, Austin. It was.
I can't find the Sergeant Slaughter thing.
Hi, Joe.
Hello. Really thought I had it. One day.
Yeah.
All right, the Muppets.
We'll do it on Mother's Day. That's next month.
The Muppets get hard pushed to the second round.
That's
third round.
That's right. It had to happen.
No, it's the right call. I'm just glad I'm not the one that had to make it.
Yeah.
Well, one day I'll find it.
Because there's no way that I do think Stone Cold could take them. Like I said, he beats groups of people all the time.
That was a really good point. You made a really strong case for him just to kick him out.
Yeah, I had no choice.
You ready for a quick one now?
Yeah.
Not too much controversy like the last one. Michael Che and Colin Jost.
Yeah, love
two
those
guys
blokes.
you love.
Yeah.
Versus Toby Keith. Dead country music guy.
Yeah. Dead guy from a dead genre.
I feel like he was on TNA. That's why we just talked about him.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's apparently he was very good friends with Jeff Jarrett.
I think
yeah, before he died.
Jeff Jarrett.
Toby Toby Keith?
Toby Keith.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Michael Che and Colin Jost. I mean, it's 2-on-1.
I know, but Toby
Keith.
But in my head, he's like swinging guitars. You know what I mean?
In my head, they're ducking guitars.
Michael Che.
It's
Colin,
2-on-1.
Yeah, I think
how many guitars does he have?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't carry around more than one. That's just ridiculous.
I don't think so.
No. All right, let's go with the SNL boys. Yeah.
All right, they advance. Next one is Stephen Amell, world-class wrestler. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
For what he is.
Yeah. You got to watch Heels.
I'd love to.
You should. I think Stars is literally.
You see CM Punk crying? CM Punk says.
Oh yeah.
CM Punk is on Heels. That's why I went there on SmackDown.
Yeah, SmackDown. Yeah.
It kind of made me. I was like, all right, that's cool.
He doesn't cry in Heels.
Good for you. Oh, isn't he Ricky Rabies?
Yeah. How do you see? You haven't seen
clips.
it? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Not clips, but behind the scenes images.
I think you'd like the show.
I'm sure I would. It's a wrestling TV show. What's not to like?
Right. And Stars is like $1. Because nobody. Is it really?
I think
so.
So.
That's right. It is on Netflix.
I think it's just on there now.
Yeah,
But nobody watches Stars. It seriously is like $1 a month.
No, it was because like that's when I wanted to watch Heels.
I think so.
It was like we'll give you it for $1, and then I canceled it, and then they kept emailing me and be like 50 cents, 25 cents, come on, and then
just give $1.
I was like I don't want it.
He said my friend Greg broke his other arm, so I can't. And you should give him your $1 too.
Yeah, come on, guys. Anyways,
if you have $2, you should give one to Greg and then get Stars.
Who's Stevie facing? I call him Stevie.
Remember. Nancy O'Dell and Maria Menounos.
Oh, from that show,
like
Good Morning America.
Tonight? No, they lost.
Oh,
they gave her
oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. But I know Maria Menounos because she was always in the WWE.
I actually, when I was looking something up, she's still technically like an ambassador.
Oh yeah,
she's a big fan, and she has a WrestleMania win.
Oh.
So she's familiar with the squared circle. She's probably wrestled more than once.
Stephen Amell.
I think she wrestled the night that they guest hosted. I'd have to look that up, but I thought she wrestled.
That's
before.
cool. But I mean, definitely Stephen Amell.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, he's Green Arrow and a wrestler and a lawyer.
Do they ever call him Green Arrow?
I think they do.
I watched like 3 or 4 seasons.
Yeah.
And then
no, it gets not. Once the Flash comes on, it's like the Arrow kind of seemed like it wasn't that great anymore, and then the Flash got not good.
And then it was Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah.
All right. So Stephen Amell advanced.
Yes.
Sorry, Maria.
Sorry.
Love Maria.
We love you. We wish you the best. Please don't turn off this show. But Stephen Amell, old Stevie, I call him. He's going to take it to the next level.
That's fine, and he does. Pete Rose,
legend, WWE legend,
versus Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne.
Okay, I got to go with Ozzy and Sharon Osbourne.
I think so.
I think
more so because of Sharon than Ozzy.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. But I do think that Pete Rose was an athlete, but I don't think he could take down Ozzy and Sharon.
Maybe one or the other. It might be a little bit more fair, but the fact that it's the two of them.
I mean, he's facing a guy who bit off the head of a bat.
Yeah.
On a dove or something.
Definitely one. And didn't he snort a line of ants? Or is that Motley Crue?
I don't know.
Or maybe that was him with Motley Crue.
It sounds like something they would do if they all got together.
Which is kind of like the visual in my head of it is kind of funny.
Yeah, but in reality, it's fucking weird.
Kind of weird.
If someone did that in front of me, I'd be like, dude, I'm not hanging out with this guy anymore. He's odd.
Well, they probably already knew that before, though.
But I say they're going on to the next round.
Advancing.
For sure. The Osbournes.
Here's one I'm curious of what you're going to pick. Bob Barker is fighting Santa Claus as portrayed by Mick Foley. And if I remember correctly, Santa Claus, when he was the host, he got hit by Alberto Del Rio's car in the beginning of the show.
Okay. Now here's my
And Mick Foley just got in a car accident today. Did you see that?
What? That's crazy.
Like a really bad one where he should have been like seriously injured.
And his car flipped around and was like,
yeah.
But
I hope somebody did that. We should do that.
It's so mean though.
Shit. Yeah, Mick would appreciate it. He has a slight concussion.
Yeah, he'll appreciate it. He's concussed.
I believe you could say for Mick Foley for the last
Dang, dude.
25
I'm
years.
supposed to meet him in like a couple months. Hopefully he's not, not going to show up.
He said he's in pain, but there's literally a picture of him standing next to the wrecked car with the thumbs up.
That's nuts.
So I don't know if it was an adrenaline thing or what.
Okay, so
Bob Barker versus Mick Foley as Santa Claus.
but it is technically Santa Claus.
It was Santa Claus that was the host, I believe.
Okay. Now here's the thing. This was. Do you remember what year this was?
2009.
Okay, let's say this is 2009. Okay, 2010. Did all the children still receive Christmas presents?
Yeah.
Therefore, Alberto Del Rio running over Santa Claus didn't get the job done. He's tough.
That's fair.
And Bob Barker is dead.
That's fair.
But also, if he was still alive, I remember Bob Barker. He's old. He's an old man, so he doesn't have the power of magic like Santa Claus.
No. All right. I think Santa Claus advances. You sold me.
I think Chrissy Kringle's going to the next round.
Bob Barker, great celebrity guest host. But not enough to get past.
No, come on.
Fully a Santa Claus.
Get real.
All right, here we go. Shaq. Maybe you've heard of him.
I think I have.
Shaquille O'Neal. Big wrestling fan. He wrestled in AEW.
That's right.
Undefeated in AEW. Oh, wait, did they lose? No, they won because that was Jade.
Yeah.
And then he went in the ambulance, and then he disappeared, and he's never been heard from again.
No one's ever heard from him again. That's the scary part about it. But he was still heard from when he was the general manager of Raw.
He wrestled in like a battle royal or something, I think.
Oh, really?
Maybe the Andre the Giant battle royal.
Interesting.
At WrestleMania. I thought so. He is going to, I'm just going to say it, he's going to beat Wayne Brady. It's Shaq. He's huge.
Okay.
I don't see what kind of
that's
offense.
Fair. I really wanted Wayne Brady to move
I know
on,
there's
America's Sweetheart.
Weapons and it's a death match and everything, but it's Shaq.
Yeah.
Shaq's
it's not a free throw competition, am I right, gang?
It's a sports show.
Sports. Boys will be boys.
This next one, I think. With their towels in the locker room.
Yeah. Fucking, that's what boys do. This is what boys do.
Get over here. This should be a quick one, I think. MacGruber cast. That's what I wrote it as.
Fair.
Well, it was
Ryan Phillippe.
Yeah.
Will Forte. And Kristen Wiig.
Another 3-on-2 handicap match.
But they were in character, right?
At least MacGruber was.
Okay. So it's the character of MacGruber. Yeah.
Instead of doing I could be wrong, but I'm not. They're fighting Larry the Cable Guy and Santino Marella.
Okay. I say the cast of MacGruber. Yeah. I think that they're kind of a favorite too because MacGruber survives an explosion every single week.
Yeah. The other two don't.
What could you do to kill this guy?
He could lose. We could, Ryan Phillippe could. Larry the Cable Guy maybe takes out Ryan Phillippe, but he's not taking out all three.
No, man, I gotta get the I'm gonna shoot.
And I do like Santino a lot. Santino's one of my favorites.
Right. I know Santino, former Intercontinental Champion. Didn't he win the Intercontinental Championship in his first match in WWE?
Yeah, against Bobby Lashley helped him against Umaga.
That's right. And he was just
they were in Italy.
Yeah,
he was just a guy in the crowd. Just a guy being just a dude being a guy.
Yeah, just a dude being a guy.
Just a man as a guy.
Yeah, dude. Just one of those that you said. And then so I say MacGruber and
MacGruber
company
cast.
go on to the next round.
That's it for the Greg Iron Dome. You ready for the Taj Mahal? I was going to call it the Taj Mahal. I think that's how I should say it.
Okay.
The Taj Mahal. Because it works with the...
Yeah. But it's just so you guys know, Cream is at home. It is Taz.
Taz, like the wrestler. Or the Looney Tune.
Well, in this one, it's the wrestler.
Oh, I put too many Z's on.
He's going to be pissed. He hates that.
Bret Hart versus Flavor Flav. You remember him? Flavor Flav.
Yes. Yeah, he's a legendary hip hop figure.
He had that. Did you ever watch Flavor of Love?
Yes.
I watched that a lot.
I'm going to.
You think Flavor Flav can beat Bret Hart?
No.
Death match?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Bret Hart wins.
I didn't know. The way you were kind of stalling right there, I'm like, oh,
he's one of the GOATs.
He's a big Flavor Flav
It's
fan.
funny that Bret Hart is in the Taj Mahal because Bret Hart and Taz, our wire colors, are pink and orange.
Isn't it weird? It's so funny how things work out sometimes.
All right. What's next?
Dule Hill.
Is that Sammy, Daddy?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Dule Hill from Psych.
The co-star, is that fair?
Yeah.
Of Psych.
Yeah.
He's going to fight Johnny Damon. You know who that is?
Baseball player?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? I didn't think you'd have that one.
What was it? What team was he on?
He was on the Red Sox.
Okay.
That's when I think he rose to fame. He played on the Yankees for a little bit. He was even on the Cleveland, at the time, Indians.
That's probably how I know him then.
He was also on a episode of Below Deck.
Oh, wow.
The yacht show on
I've heard a lot about that.
My wife
I've never
watches
watched
it. It's all right.
Okay.
It's not the worst thing ever.
So, baseball player versus
Johnny Damon. I feel like he's a big dude.
Okay.
I think Johnny Damon would take Dule Hill.
Yeah, no doubt. Sorry, Dule. The Super Sniffer ain't gonna get you to the next round this time.
Not happening. Sorry. Good luck on the next Psych movie. Former wrestling writer Freddie Prinze Jr. is going to fight Timberland. I feel like Timberland's a really big dude.
He is pretty big.
He's, right?
I think Timberland probably take it.
I like Freddie Prinze Jr.
I like Freddie Prinze
I feel
Jr. too.
Wasn't Timberland in one of the Def Jam Vendetta or Fight for New York or something?
I don't. Was he?
I thought he was.
I think he might have been in
he was
like
really big.
Vendetta.
Was there 3 of those games or 2 of them?
There's 3. There's Def
What's
Jam.
the one where you and then you?
I think it's Fight for New York. Oh
No, Fight for New
no,
York's
you're
the
right.
first
That's
one.
Icon. That's the 3rd one. That's right. I
That
forgot
one's
you could
cool.
do that. Yeah.
And like you change, like
Yeah.
if you're Flavor Flav, and I'm Timberland.
Yeah, and
you
my
can
song
change
is
the
on, and then
song,
you beat me up, you turn your song on. Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. That's the one I played the least because I
Icon?
didn't. Yeah, because it was way later, and
I love those.
I had a
though.
lot more time,
Those
though.
are awesome games.
No, Fight for New
I
York is
don't know
one of
why
my
they don't
favorite
do it
games
again.
ever.
That's the first one.
Second one.
What was the first one? Vendetta.
Yeah, and that's one when you're in a wrestling ring every time.
The other one's better then with the story.
Yeah, where you're like Snoop Dogg. I think it's Snoop. Yeah, Snoop
You're
Dogg
with
is
Snoop
Crow,
Dogg.
and then
Or
there's
is he a
D
bad
Mob.
guy? I don't know. You fight everybody.
Yeah.
What's the one where Redman? You know how it's always the same insults at the beginning, and I'm gonna rip your tongue out
And
lick
wipe my ass with it. That's my
Yeah.
favorite. Yeah.
Okay. Whichever one that is
yeah.
the one I played the most. And I would play specifically as Redman just so he would say that every
No,
fight.
that's definitely Fight for New York.
All right, well then that's my favorite too.
Yeah, no, Redman's a good one of the goats.
So Fight for New York advances. Just kidding.
Timberland, yes. Timberland, definitely, yeah.
Next one's easy. Shawn Michaels, advancing from earlier, versus Mark Cuban.
Okay.
So
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels. Okay.
Now, really quick, this is still the Taj Mahal?
Well,
Bret Hart and
this
Shawn
is-
Michaels are both in the same.
I know. This
Interesting.
is the one. I believe this is. Was this the one that had the most wrestlers?
I hope they both make it to the finals or to like the.
There's 2 more wrestlers in this, so they
Okay.
just happened to. The Taj Mahal got wrestler heavy with our randomization. Because in this next one is a wrestler, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. He's fighting Mark Fierstein.
Who's that?
I don't remember. I hope I wrote it down earlier. I think he was on the show Royal Pains.
Okay, so he's an actor.
Yeah, he's an actor
Okay.
from the show Royal Pains.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, he was on Royal Pains, which was on USA, so it was a cross promotion thing. I think it was a popular show. I think
so. A
I
lot of
never
us,
watched it, but
or USA. What's the wait? Who? It's this
and
Royal Pains guy.
Royal Pains guy is fighting the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Okay, then Ted
So
DiBiase for sure.
DiBiase, yeah.
I mean, his son did like fraud to the welfare system.
Well, it's not Ted DiBiase Jr. that's in
I
here.
know, but I think when your son does that stuff, you can beat an actor in a fight. I think everybody would agree, right?
Yeah,
Kramer?
that's fair. Fair assessment.
Yeah. That's how I gauge things.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Oh.
Pee Wee Herman made it to this round after beating John Lovitz. He is going to fight Bradley Cooper, Quentin Rampage Jackson, and Charlto Copley.
Sure.
Is it Charlto? Charlto?
So
Charlto.
I don't know who that is.
Charlto. It's SHARLTO.
I guess
Charlto.
Charlto, yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't know who that is.
I believe this would have been from the movie The A-Team.
No, real quick. Oh, I forgot they even remade that movie.
Yeah, so
okay.
Bradley Cooper was in it. Rampage Jackson was Mr. T. That wasn't his name in the show.
Yeah. I don't know what his name was.
B.A. Baracus.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There's an old one and a crazy one.
Okay, so hold on.
And a strong one.
Who's the first person again?
Bradley Cooper. Or who are they fighting?
Yeah.
Pee Wee Herman.
Okay, so Pee Wee Herman has to fight a UFC fighter,
Mm-hmm.
Rocket Raccoon,
Yeah.
and some other guy that we don't know. I'm going to go ahead and say the A-Team takes this one.
Yeah, you would if I didn't hard push Pee Wee Herman past them.
Oh, my God. Are you really doing that?
Yeah, I am.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, I'm using that hard push for Pee Wee. Always got a hard push to Pee Wee.
Yeah.
But I'm out of them, and so are you, so I guess that was it.
Yeah, he did a hard pull one time in a movie theater.
Heard about that. Allegedly.
Allegedly. He was framed. He was framed,
We're
dude.
going to do, if you go to the Patreon, we're going to do a watch along to the movie he was watching at that Florida theater.
And we're going to see just how easy it is.
Oh, you're going to...
Punch to the face.
I mean, for God's sakes, I came.
Oh, Pee Wee.
Pee Wee. Okay, so Pee Wee... it's funny because you used yours for a guy who was facing a group of guys, and I used mine for a guy for a group that was facing a guy.
Yeah. So if it would have been Muppets versus Pee Wee, this would have imploded.
Well, it might happen.
It might on this next one because I don't know what you're going to do.
Oh boy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger and Joe, remember? Manganiello.
Yeah, okay. That was Joe Remember.
You remember this? Not the other
Joe Magnolia.
Yeah, that. Is that it?
Mm.
It's those two versus Jon Stewart.
From the Daily Show.
Yeah.
Dang, I love that
know.
guy. I have a framed photo of him in my living room.
And there.
Oh yeah, that's over there too. Yeah.
I know.
That's right.
I've seen him.
Yeah, you see him all the time, huh?
I know. And when I saw he was in this, I'm like, oh, cool. He's going to really enjoy that he's in it. But now he's fighting Arnold Schwarzenegger and Joe Magnolia.
Two beefcakes.
Two beefy boys.
Uh-huh.
Jon Stewart.
Beautiful boy.
I agree. Jon Stewart's not, I don't think he's a fighter.
No.
He fights with his words.
He does.
And his mind and his comedy. And he fights a good fight.
He do.
But not tonight.
But no, he's not going to make it, unfortunately. If I had my...
And he screwed John Cena over that one time.
Oh, that's right. Oh, my God. That's right. I forgot about that.
This might have...
That was so weird. But I do think if I had my hard push still, I'd probably push him through.
I thought so.
Yeah,
but I couldn't tell you.
Of course.
It wouldn't have been fair.
It wouldn't have been fair. No, and now fair's fair. He's out. Sorry, Jon Stewart.
And he should be.
He's one of our nation's best.
No, I like him. I used to watch The Daily Show like every night. I know he doesn't do it anymore, or every night.
Yeah, but every single person on there that does it the other days is great.
Who's the girl's pretty? I like the girl. She's pretty funny.
Yeah, there's two girls.
Well, then
one that's like I don't know if she's Gen Z or what, but she's pretty funny.
The younger one?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just see the clips.
The girl's Desi.
Desi Arnaz?
Yeah. I don't know her last name, so I can't say yes.
That's Ricky from I Love Lucy.
Is that
Desi Arnaz? I'm trying to see who this guy is before I say it. But it really doesn't matter because he's going to lose.
The Colbert Report was really good, too. The Colbert Report.
Yeah, that was always fun. Mm-hmm. Those were fun. I had my time where I watched those a lot.
Yeah. Anyway.
Ricky Halton. He's a boxer.
Ooh.
Right? Mm-hmm. But he's fighting Roddy Piper, who boxed Mr. T at WrestleMania 2.
And the thing is Roddy Piper is tough. It's not like a fake athlete versus a real athlete type of situation. Like, he's a tough man. But he is dead, and I've been choosing people who die to lose because of them being dead.
Yeah, but it's Roddy Piper.
I know. He's one of the GOATs.
I think Roddy Piper.
All right, you know what? Let's put Roddy Piper through. Sorry if anybody disagrees. Creamers at home,
just let
if you
us know
disagree.
in the comments.
Yeah, but Roddy Piper.
If you're a real big Ricky Halton guy,
yeah,
love to hear from you.
A lot of marks of that guy.
Yeah.
But not in the community.
So let me see real quick. We just finished the Taj Mahal.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
All 4 wrestlers that are in it advanced. So there's 4. I mean, you're going to favor a wrestler in a death match. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, and that's a good point, too. It's a death match. He could take a boxing guy
It's a match.
Yeah.
Speaking of wrestlers, the first matchup in the Scott Steiner Stadium, Chris Jericho will be fighting Hugh Jackman.
Okay, that's tough.
I know.
I think this might be the first time a wrestler doesn't go through. But Jericho isn't like a bitch.
I know we've tried to differentiate between guys or gals when they're playing a character.
I know, but I do
or
think
the real self.
yeah.
But when I think of Hugh Jackman,
Right.
and if I think of Hugh Jackman fighting, I think of like Wolverine.
For sure, and he's got animanium fucking coursing through his veins.
I don't. Yeah, I know he doesn't have claws, but what if he has like the New Jack? Like New Jack used to have those Wolverine.
Well, he would
Freddy
definitely
Krueger
he would
claws.
definitely beat him with those.
All right,
He's going to use those.
Let's go Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, he could use those. It's a death match for crying out loud. Why wouldn't he do it?
I don't know. There's something. I think Hugh Jackman is a gentleman and would be wonderful to hang out with and would be very pleasant and he holds doors open for people.
Mm-hmm.
But I also feel like he could kill.
If it was Jericho and his wife, it would be another story because she's got the power of all the Jan Sixers, and we've seen the damage they could do. Yeah, those domestic. I don't think you could say that word on TV, on the YouTube, but Jericho out.
Jericho's out. Sorry, you lose to Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, you used to that huge jacked man.
Oh,
That's why they named. That's why they named him that.
Is it a fake name?
Yeah,
probably. James Roday
from Psych.
The star
Sean
of
Spencer.
Psych, the co-star of Dule Hill.
Mm-hmm.
He is fighting Flo Rida, not the State, the rapper, who also feels like a large man.
I'm not. I don't really. I can't picture him as.
I think he's a big beefy boy.
Body proportions to other men.
I'm gonna say Flo Rida.
Okay, that's fair.
I got it. Flo Rida is a big guy.
Yeah.
He's got some songs I like. Wild Ones. I think that was a wrestling song.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it would
What
be.
else? There's other songs.
The
whole My House.
Here right now, the him. When you go down, when you go. Did that Flo Rida?
Spin my head right round.
I'm gonna Google it. I think it might be a one-hit wonder. I'm Flo Rida, and I could be James Roday.
Yeah, that's Flo Rida. My House. You know that one?
This house is my house. This house is your house. Yeah.
That's Flo Rida.
You spin.
Isn't that with Kesha? K-E $ ha?
Right round. Hold on, let's make sure this is Flo Rida.
K-E $ ha.
It's by Flo Rida. Yes.
Featuring
Man, that's
Kesha?
from 2009.
Yeah, who knows what?
Dang, dude, that's the year I graduated high school.
9?
Yeah.
7, 8, 9.
Sure did.
10. 7, 8, 9, 10. That's the order of numbers. Michael Strahan. Remember that one?
Yeah,
football player.
Yeah, he's a football
and he does,
player.
Like TV hosting.
Yeah, he's a football player that does TV hosting. Yeah, I remember him.
Former football player.
Strahan.
He's fighting Aaron Paul.
Oh.
From
Breaking
Bad.
I don't remember him hosting Raw, man.
Aaron Paul.
Mm-hmm.
It was forgettable.
I like Aaron Paul.
I think Michael.
He's my favorite character, my favorite show, and my favorite piece of fiction of all time. Breaking Bad.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were talking about.
Yeah. And
I think Michael Strahan kills him.
Yeah, he unfortunately does. But yeah, he's not his character. He's just his person. Yeah, he's just an actor. But I do love Aaron Paul, and if I had my my hard push still, I'd probably put him through.
No, you would have used it already on the other thing. If you didn't already use it on the
if
other
I still had it now, I'm saying.
I should have done it from the back.
Sam.
I should have done it from the bottom of the bracket to the top.
Most of the time when I'm doing my hard pushes, it's from the back too.
Hey. I think it's the poop. That's the poop part of it.
It's the poops.
Dusty Rhodes.
Fair.
Against Seth Green.
I'm going to go Dusty Rhodes on this one.
I like Seth Green.
Yeah, Seth Green's great.
You know what I think?
He's a werewolf in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
What are you talking about, Teen Wolf again?
There's a lot of wolf boys in this one, huh?
You talk about Teen Wolf every week somehow.
Oh my god!
Somehow it comes back to Teen Wolf, and I don't know how.
Well, we have Joe Magnolia or whatever. He
was a Teen Wolf.
He was a True Blood. He was a werewolf.
True Blood.
Yes. He was just a werewolf. He wasn't a teen wolf. He was a full-grown man.
No, because it would be like dog years.
He was a
beautiful boy.
Man.
Beautiful boy.
It doesn't stop.
But are wolf years like dog years? Oh wait, that would make him older. Never mind.
Yeah, silly boy.
So Jewel, the singer, and Ty Murray, is that her husband?
I think we looked it up and it was. I think
he's a bull rider. I know he's a bull rider.
Okay, Jewel.
And I feel like Jewel would marry a bull rider.
Yeah, she would marry a matador.
They're fighting Chad Ochocinco. Do you know who that is?
He's a football player, right?
Oh yeah. Now he does a podcast and stuff like that. But yeah, he's a former Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver.
Okay.
I don't know. Have you seen the clip of him? I'm sure you haven't. I don't know why it would come your way, but he's talking about maybe it was the first time he was with a woman.
Okay.
And he goes, we were getting to it, and then she whispered in my ear, put it all in. Yeah. And then he goes, but the problem was, I was all the way in. I ran out of pee-pee. And it's my favorite line. I ran out of pee-pee.
Wow, that's an interesting thing to say.
Yeah, so.
Wow.
Because of that. But then he lets he goes, but he's had surgery since then. He lets make sure everybody knows. The guy he's doing the show with, he goes, I can edit this out, man. Like, well, you don't have to do that. He goes, no.
No.
Everything's in the open. That's how life is.
The thing is he was actually well endowed.
He ran out of pee-pee.
She had a ginormous vaginal. Chad Ochocinco, probably.
I don't see Jewel, and I think he's gonna.
But that guy can ride bulls or fight bulls. So I don't know.
He's not fighting them. He's riding them.
He's a bull rider.
But I already wrote Chad Ochocinco. So,
okay.
And it's in pencil. So.
Man, I really like Jewel.
Yeah. Well, maybe next year when we do this again.
Who will save your
soul? Is that Jewel?
Soul? Yeah. When you're done and how to have. La da 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 da.
I'm excited for this next one.
All right, let's hear it.
The Three Stooges, not the original.
In character.
In character.
In character.
Will Sasso and Will from
Will and Grace.
Will and Grace, so two Wills, and the other guy that was in the Three Stooges remake that nobody remembers.
Yeah, but he's in a lot. Yeah.
You want to know who they're fighting in this one?
Yeah.
Chris Angel.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Because you would think the Stooges have it by sheer numbers and curly size.
But
Chris Angel.
We've got a magician.
I feel like if they're in characters as Three Stooges, Chris Angel is going to be able to distract them with his illusions.
Very fair. Very true.
I think Chris Angel beats the Three Stooges.
I think you're right.
And he's into that kind of masochistic style of illusion.
I was thinking that too, yeah.
So he's going to get dark with when he cuts somebody in half.
Yeah.
And I feel like you can really trick the Stooges easy. I feel like I don't have to sell it anymore.
No, yeah, he's definitely the one.
You know Jesse the Body?
Heard of him.
He's in this next one.
Okay.
He's fighting Snoop Dogg and Bill Simmons. So Bill Simmons, big wrestling fan, I forgot. They show him at wrestling a lot. He really does like wrestling. And Snoop Dogg obviously is a big wrestling fan.
Yes.
I think Jesse the Body kills both of them.
I do too.
Okay. That was pretty easy.
Yeah. I was never going to.
Well, I feel like on some of these, it's like, oh, it's 2-on-1, but
yeah, but when
it
it's
doesn't matter.
But you're facing Jesse the goddamn Body.
That's what I said. I just said that yesterday.
Yeah.
Rima Fakir. You remember her? Miss USA. She was on it. Tough Enough.
Rima Fakir, the year 2024. More Fakir.
No, I wish.
No.
Stephanie Vakor was in this.
No, I don't know who this girl is. I don't know any.
She advanced last week.
Americas.
She beat somebody.
Oh.
I don't remember who she beat.
It had to be a real jabron then.
She was Miss USA and then was on Tough Enough down the line.
Okay, maybe it was because
she beat Cedric the Entertainer.
Okay.
So there you go.
I kind of feel like we made the wrong choice on that one.
Well, it doesn't matter because she has to fight the ZZ Top members that have beards.
Okay.
So I think ZZ Top wins.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they don't sing Bad to the Bone.
No. Did you think they did?
There's an episode of our podcast where I say they do, and you said no, they don't sing that. That's some other people, and they go, I didn't know that.
I don't know. I'll have to start listening. That's it. That's the whole second round. Did you know in ZZ Top? I forget these guys' names, but ZZ Top's thing is the sunglasses and the hats and the beards.
Yep.
But the drummer doesn't have a beard, but his last name is Beard.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Life has a way of giving you lemons. I don't know what that means.
Creamers, comment below. Let us know.
Yeah.
Do you
That's the second round.
Do you think we got anything wrong? Do you agree with our lists?
Or would you have hard pushed?
Yeah, if you had to hard push one of these boys or gals, which one would you hard push? Huh?
Because you hard pushed the Muppets.
I
hard pushed Pee Wee Herman. So
the underdog story.
That's all you need to know. Hopefully they end up in the finals.
Yeah. Otherwise, we really wasted our HP.
No, it needed to happen. It needed to happen. Well, let us know what you think. The link to the bracket
is in the description.
Is below in the description. And we'll probably wrap this thing up next week.
Yeah.
We're going to try. He's tired now, though.
It's our big trilogy. That's because I haven't had enough sips of this coffee.
This is the first multi-part episode.
Yeah, man.
Pretty exciting.
First of many. Or who knows?
Maybe. If you hate it, let us know. Oh, hey. Special shout out to the newest creamer, Brian, a good friend of mine. We've had a lot of good experiences with wrestling and wrestling related stuff. So thanks.
Hell yeah, man.
Thanks for creaming.
Should we call him on the phone and interview him?
No, he's sleeping.
He's an early sleeper, huh? Mm-hmm. It's only 4 in the afternoon.
Yeah, he's sleeping.
In kayfabe. All right.
I don't know what day it is.
I think creamers, it's time for the John Cena quote of the week. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Do you know what that song's a sample of?
No.
The Night the Lights Went Out in Georgia.
Really?
But the not the original. I don't know which one's the original, actually. It's not Reba for sure. There's
if it was Reba, I'd know.
Yeah. You're a big Reba boy.
How can you not be?
That's a night that the lights went out in Georgia.
Reba's cool.
I
don't want to lie.
That's a night that the man. That's a good record. It's a great record.
I've got nothing against her.
Fucking Fancy. That song's sad, man. Parents should not be selling their children into prostitution.
No. That's a...
I'll stand by that.
Yeah.
I will. That's a hill I'm willing to die on.
A lot of people don't like to say it. But
Yeah.
Hey.
It's a rite of passage in some families.
Stop it.
All right. What's the John Cena quote of the week?
Give of yourself to those you love. Expect nothing in return. Yeah. John Cena said that.
What a guy.
Ooh. Next week's.
Oh, do we have a picture for this one?
No.
Okay.
It's just words again.
Okay.
This one, yeah.
We'll see.
We'll save it. I was going to show you, but I'll show you next
I thought you threw out the book.
No.
So you did the last 2 times. Okay.
Did I throw it the other time?
Yeah, both times.
I think I threw it the first week. I didn't think I threw it yesterday.
You know, I don't remember actually.
Yes, I was going to say yesterday. Because these shows.
Because you're a big Beatles guy.
My trouble seems so far away. You see they cast the Beatles movie?
No.
They did.
Huh. I did not know that. Did you see CM Punk said the Beatles are overrated?
Yeah, I was going to bring that up.
He is a punk. He's got a point, you know. Fuck that guy, dude.
It was funny because I saw it on Reddit, and it's like, I guess I'm used to like Instagram comments or something, and everybody was like, well, he has a right to his opinion. I do believe he's misspoken in the sense that they are not overrated, but they had a lot of influence.
I've seen a lot of people. I've seen a lot of idiots.
Now I'm a Beatles boy.
I've seen a lot of people on the like comments on like IG or FB. I call those things, saying he's right. I went on their profile and I blocked those sons of bitches.
That's fine. That's what you think.
Like he has this point of
you're wrong.
He has this point of like, I think people just say they like the Beatles because they feel like they have to say that. And I get having that opinion about something that's popular, but it's not the case. They're just great.
It's not like that anymore.
No. It's
different.
No, it is different.
I
guess Kurt Cobain's wrong.
Most people wouldn't pick. I don't think most people say the Beatles anymore.
Yeah.
I think there was a time of that.
Yeah,
but
for
now,
sure. No, the Beatles are fuck CM Punk, man. Every single week when I want to say bad things about CM Punk, I don't. But now I feel like I have the right to. Fuck that guy, dude.
I was saying how much remember he cried? I thought that was cool.
I love when he cries.
It's because he's main event WrestleMania.
Yeah, in a triple threat non-title match. How cool for him. You did it. You did it, Phil. You fucking did it, man. All you had to do.
You do like him or you don't? I don't understand.
I don't want to say that, but he's a piece of shit. Screw him. You know what he's not?
No.
Beautiful boy.
He's not a beautiful boy?
No, man. You see those bags under his eyes?
He does look tired.
Fucking loser.
Yeah.
Hold on.
What do you think about him?
Thank you very much, you motherfucker.
Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I have to.
You're in the hospital on your back, screaming in pain. Your wife will be on her back, screaming my name.
I don't remember having that. You could have done that for the Scott Steiner.
I didn't realize I had a Scott Steiner one here. I would have used it.
He hates Hulk Hogan.
I know. I saw that.
I watched some of the CVV, Chris Van Vliet, check it out, interview. Dude, Scott Steiner's cool, man. Like, I know we somehow bring him up every week. It's not even like a. I guess it's a running joke, but not intentionally. But Scott Steiner's sweet.
Yeah,
I don't know if he was the first one to do a 450. Is that a 4? I don't know if that's a 450.
Yeah, but he said,
I get what he's. Yeah, his athleticism knows no bounds.
No, I think he's one of the greats, and he's one of our nation's best, and I love the man.
Scott Steiner, man.
Oopsies. Whoopsies. All right, Creamers.
I am the cream.
What's your match count for 2025, Sammy Daddy, the year of our
I have
lives?
to look. I did not. As I told you, I think I only watched one old TNA.
It's funny because now every time you say old, I'm thinking of old wrestling.
One vintage TNA.
Okay, Michael Cole. That's vintage TNA. Did that sound like him?
It was.
I'm Michael Cole.
Is he behind me? Oh, that was you?
That was
WrestleCream bullshit.
From-
Yeah, hell yeah. I'm at 223. I didn't do a lot.
okay. I am at 230.
All right, I can catch you.
That's like I'm going to the dentist.
You get it? 230. So yeah, it wasn't a good week for my wrestling count, but
So do you have a match of the week?
no.
My match of the week.
My match of the week, no.
Mine is fucking Brody King versus Kyle Fletcher from last week's Dynamite.
I saw the meme.
It's a meme?
There's the meme from it where I think Kyle Fletcher's like flexing and then Brody King's behind him all angry.
That's cool.
Like a hound out of hell. Is that where the name comes from?
Yeah.
What did I watch? What happened on TNA? Ken Shamrock versus Sabu in a ladder submission match.
That's an interesting match.
It ended in no contest.
Oh my god.
So that would not be it. I'm gonna. I know we talked about it at the beginning. My match of the week is John Cena and Cody Rhodes yelling at each other.
Okay.
Because that was. I sat there and I went. It's hard, especially with how AEW's done their promos for so long. I think it's hard to get us marks that watch as much as we do to like really react. We kind of sit there. Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was bad. The John Cena and Cody one, I would actually like pause it and rewind and say, babe,
Nice.
listen to what Cody just said.
That's funny.
And she'd kind of actually laugh or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
She'd walk away and do whatever she was doing. Babe, listen to what John Cena just said back to him. And it was just, it wasn't a match, but it
Yeah.
was. As far as I'm concerned, it was a match. And that was the match of the week. Room for cream.
Now it's time for our little room for cream.
All right. I have a note in my phone.
Ooh.
I don't know where it went, though. Oh, it's under Room for Cream. You know the song? I've told you this before.
Okay.
The song For Whom the Bell Tolls, Metallica. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah, that song by Metallica. Yeah.
Are you familiar?
Yeah, didn't Sting come out of that?
Didn't
No,
he
Seek
do
and Destroy.
Seek and Destroy.
Yeah, that's Seek and Destroy. My bad.
That one's cool. That's like a skateboarding song. You know the song Hell's Bells?
Yeah.
By AC/DC?
Yeah.
They did the theme song for SmackDown a couple years ago.
Oh, that's right.
The dong
That's their claim to fame.
at the beginning of it, as an adult, you should be able to tell the difference between the For Whom the Bell Tolls dong and the Hell's Bells dong.
I'm pretty good at identifying dongs.
Well, that's why you and me get along so well, but that's my room for cream, is if you don't, go look up those two dongs and tell me that they're not the same.
Right on, man.
Because they're not. And you should be able to tell by one dong which song is on.
You heard it here first, Creamers.
Yeah.
My room for cream. One time I had a mouse here. I took it downstairs. I let it out. The next day I went to work. It was winter, and he was there still dead.
Well, I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
It's not your fault. It's his fault.
Well, I've been living with this ever since.
Well, he isn't.
Well, that's all the time we've got for tonight, Creamers.
Creamer.
We love you.
And we wish you
The best.
So who do you hate more?
What is a mustache? It's a little bit of hair growing over the upper lip. I don't have one. Nobody else here has one. But you know what? A mustache is for a real man.